welcome back to my YouTube channel today. And as you can tell, yes, so as you can tell, I'm extra excited today. I'm always very excited whenever I do my videos or my vlogs. My excitement may not always show on my face, but I have the joy of the Lord and I am always very happy and excited. But today I'm extra excited because I have with me the love of my life, my husband, my bestest friend in the whole wide world, the father of my children. I have with me God's divine gift here with me, sitting here with me. And it's like this is one of, like, in all my vlogs or videos, I'm always extra excited whenever I have to do anything with him. And it's not always easy getting to do this because it's always very, very busy. So I don't take this opportunity for granted. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So today we are going to talk about something that is very important and something that we both value a lot in our marriage, and that's the point of team spirit in marriage, the importance of team spirit in marriage. Like, a lot of people come into marriage with several opinions, several points of views about what marriage should be like, and one critical point or one thing that a lot of people do not take a lot of focus or look into deeply is the aspect of team spirit. Like, you hear things like people you hear people say things like you give 50-50, or some people even say you give 30, the man gives 70. Like, you don't have to give your all into your relationship or into your marriage. But for us, we've come to understand how important giving our 100 is. So today we're going to be talking about several ways in which you can nurture team spirit in marriage. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, I think the first point, or I think the most important point, is the issue of oneness. The Bible talks about it actually is a question, it's a rhetorical question. Can two work together except they be agreed? So right from the beginning, the design of God was that somebody would come, assist or help or work with Adam. When God created him, he was alone. So God knew that he needed somebody to work with him so that the two of them would take the glory, of course. And he brought in Eve and they started living together. I'm sure Adam was happy and Eve was also happy. Even God was happy, because at that point the relationship between the two of them and God was so beautiful that in the cool of the day, God would come down to them to visit them and then to fellowship with them. So he was not fellowshipping with two people, actually. He was fellowshipping with one person, united by love that God had already put into their hearts. So oneness will help you achieve a lot of things. Now, let me bring that home. In our marriage, in our relationship, no one claims to, nobody claims that, oh, this belongs to me, that belongs to me.
Yes.
And anytime we have a project to do, the two of us are so passionate about it that you won't even know who brought the idea in the first place, because it will be like we're trying to outdo or outsmart each other in a positive way. That we are so united by the grace of God that nobody can say, oh, I was the one that brought the idea of this, I was the one that brought the idea of that. We are working together and nothing can come between us. Even what we want to achieve, even at the end of the day, if we don't get to achieve it, cannot even come between us. We are so united, and that has been our main weapon.
Yes. Apart
from God, that has been our main weapon, that we'll plan things together and we'll back each other up and contribute 100% right from our heart, deep down, so passionate about whatever it is that we put our hands into. Especially for her, because I'm trying to learn something from her, that anytime she starts something, she finishes it, because God has given her that grace. So I'm a little bit on the side of procrastinating, but by virtue of getting married to her, I'm getting away with that habit bit by bit, and then I'm finding myself starting things and then completing it, because God has given me somebody who has the habit of starting things and finishing them. And when ideas come from God that, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this or that. And then the beautiful thing is that to prove the oneness, we don't argue about projects, about ideas.
Very true.
We just...
And people find it difficult to believe that couples can thrive together without arguing. But truth is, it is very, very possible. We'll actually talk about something related to this in subsequent points.
Yeah.
It's very, very possible. Yeah. And you talked about how my being with you has helped you stop being. And I also want to say that you're being supportive of the things that I want to do made it easier. Do you get? Okay. So if you don't support my the ideas I bring or how we can go about doing those things, we will not have that. You get? Yes. So it's not just me; it's both of us bringing in our different strengths to make that possible.
And talking spiritually now, you remember that in the Bible, when the disciples, when they gathered at the upper room, they were waiting in one accord to receive power to go out and witness for Jesus. It was because they were in one accord that they were able to receive that blessing.
That's true.
So it's the first thing, the foundation of the whole thing. If you are not united, that means, of course, there is no love. If you are not united, there is no love, because love will manifest in the other, in everything that you do.
Yes.
So
like
whether
material, people say love is not enough. Love is everything.
Yes, it's everything. So oneness, it helps you to conquer spiritually. It helps you to plan projects and execute successfully. It also helps you to train your children, because I mean, your children will be observing you that mom and dad, they never quarrel, they're always together, happy, they do things together.
So the second thing that you can do to be able to nurture your teamwork is to dream together. And that's something that I enjoy doing a lot with my husband. Like days when we practically do this almost every day. Days when we just sit together and start talking about, like we did this, we started doing this thing from day one. Start talking about all the things that we want to achieve. Start talking about how we can build this financially, materially, spiritually, every aspect. You get, like, it's just so blissful. Don't just go to work, come back, eat your food, everybody goes to bed, or just don't just do routines without not spending time together to dream together. Like it's just so beautiful. Dreaming together gives both of you confidence in each other that you can achieve so many things together. Do you get? I don't know, there's just this bliss about that thing. I don't know, it gives me a lot of joy and satisfaction when we talk about things, when we project about so many things. Like, if you don't used to do this, please just try and start practicing dreaming together.
Let me just say this, that the two of us, we invest spiritually in anything we want to do, invest financially, emotionally, in every way possible that we can contribute. We're
not where we used to be when we started at all, in every aspect, financially, spiritually, everything. We are not where, like, there's a lot of growth. We can say that for ourselves. There's a whole lot of growth from where we started to this point. And obviously, with each passing year, there'll be greater growth and improvement generally in our marriage. So dreaming together, spending time together, talking about things, whether there are things that you have the resources to achieve now or not, just talking about them and believing that both of you coming together will bring about you achieving that thing. It's one of the best ways to nurture team spirit in marriage.
Yes, dreaming together and then saying, oh, you are going to do this, you are going to do that, this is what you are going to do, this is what you are going to do. And then in some of these things that we do, there are times that the roles become so flexible that some of the roles this person will start this, and then after some time this other person will continue it. This one will move to the other one.
Like we don't there's no strict
fixed,
there's no strict
in many of the projects that we do that.
There's no because we are the man of the house, they're going to do this now, or because you are the woman, you are going to. We're just doing everything together to achieve one common goal, which is to see that our home is balanced, that our home is fine.
That is it.
That's basically.
Yeah, the next point.
That's number 3.
Yeah, that's number 3. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
The next point we are going to talk about is the importance of communication. Yes. You can't do anything with anybody if you don't communicate. You want to share your idea with the person. You want to get the feedback from that person. You want that person to contribute to it. You want the person to be your first editor, so to speak. Help you look at it. Is it okay? Is it not? Don't forget that the future of that person is also involved in the project you are doing. So the other person is also a stakeholder. You can't on your own decide everything for everybody. So you have to bring everybody together and talk about the project, and they will contribute and all of that. And from then on, it becomes everybody's project, and you all invest in it spiritually, materially, emotionally, and everything.
Yes.
And one crucial point, so that you don't discourage the other person or the other people if your children are grown-ups.
Okay.
So that you don't discourage them from bringing new ideas to contribute to what you are doing. Yeah. You don't find faults. Like you don't set out to with a closed mind.
All you have to say is the final thing.
You are not like prepositions in English language. It's already closed. It's a closed group. You can't add another preposition to what we already have. So you are not closing your mind to ideas. So you are receptive.
Yes.
You are ready to get from other people and then see how you can add it to what you have, so that it can become better for everybody.
The 4th point is have this mindset that it's you two against the world. Like both of you, not me separately and you separately. And even though we are living together, we're doing our things separately. No, like both of you have become one. You're a unit. So it's 2 of you against the world. So I find it very awkward when I see people who comfortably go to their friends' houses or go outside or even to their family and start speaking ill of their spouses. Like it's just so awkward. Doesn't make sense. Like how can you speak ill about yourself except you are insecure? So when you understand the fact that both of you have become one flesh, you will not feel insecure about yourselves. You'll be confident in yourselves because you know that there is room for growth every time. Like you won't go outside of your home space to start saying ill about your spouse and then comfortably come back home at night to sleep on the same bed with your spouse. Doesn't make any sense. So as much as possible, ensure that you understand that it is 2 of you against the world. It is you and your husband. When you finish saying all the ill things you have to say when you go outside about your wife or your husband, those people will make jest of you. Those people will make jest of your husband. You get? So you're losing on all sides. Do you understand my point? So as much as possible, understand that you are one. You are 2 but 1. So mind the things you say about each other, to other people. You get? Just be mindful. Treat your spouse with the understanding of the fact that you are one. You will not treat yourself badly. You will not hurt yourself. You will not hurt your flesh. You even like other people to say ill things about you. How much more the person you love? Do you understand? So have that in mind.
Last but not least,
yes, because there's so many other points.
Which is the 5th one, right?
Yes.
Okay. There is a joint ownership of things. Even before you got married, if you had a lot of things, like God blessed you with things, materially or whatever, when you immediately you get married, everything becomes the family property.
Regardless of
Yes.
the background of the other person.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether the other person used to live in a hut.
Yes. Everything becomes the family property. So it is owned by everybody, including your children. So it becomes a family property. There is joint ownership. Remember, we talked about oneness at the beginning. So that's one of the places where that oneness manifests itself, if it's there. If it's not there, then you find individuals beginning to say, oh, this is mine. I bought it in my name. It's mine. So that way you have created an avenue for a third party, whether from your side or from your spouse's side, to come lay claim to some things in case something happens. Because there will be an opening, because you would have given them the vibe that it's mine, it's mine, it's my car, it's my land, it's my house. So instead of you saying it's our, so you are whatever you say, people are listening. They are listening to what you are saying to get what is in your mind. So once they get hold of that, they are waiting for an opportunity to pounce, and that will not be good for.
Like I've seen an instance where someone built a whole house without the knowledge of her husband, because she did not want him to lay claims, or she just wanted to own it like it's her own. Like, how do people live together in the same house or in the same space?
Well, whatever the intention, it was not a good thing to do for that person. So, and I don't. When
it's not as if she intended to do a surprise, like yes, that's not the intention. No.
Whatever the intention, it's not a good thing to do. It was not a good thing to do for that person, and it will never be a good thing to do for anybody, because don't forget that once
secretly doing things behind your spouse.
No, apart from that, once you are joined together, it's already sealed in heaven. You have no other. As long as that person lives, you can have no other wife, can have no other husband. So if you begin to do things that will hurt yourself, you don't know that what you are doing in the future, you are hurting yourself, instead of planning to have a life of peace, joy, love, and then everybody is like a unit.
After thinking about it, I actually feel bad, because it boils down to the foundation. Like, that's why before you get married, ask yourself, why are we both coming together into this union? You're not both coming together to compete against each other. You're coming together to become two that are, like the Bible says, 2 is greater than 1. 2 will conquer 10,000. They're coming together to achieve one mission. Do you understand my point?
Well, I know that a lot of people out there, they are doing very well, but nobody is too good to learn, and nobody is too old to learn. So even if you know all of these things, it's good to be reminded.
Yes, and if you didn't know, it's not too late.
Yes,
no matter how long you've been here, to practice
them with the grace of God.
You can take baby steps.
But the point remains that if you are together, you achieve more. And through that, you can train your children. And because they are watching you, if you are together, you can't pretend, you can't fake it. they will know, they observe everything. So they will know, they will find out.
Very true.
So it can only last for a while.
And teamness, if there's anything like that, or having a team spirit, is not by how you've both been living together in the same space. But two people can live together in the same home or in the same marriage and not be one. They can live together for 70 years. They even celebrate 70 years wedding anniversary. But they've not been one in that sense of it. So as much as possible, decide today, like, look back. If you've not been doing this, look into your home or into your marriage, into your space, and see how you can give room for this aspect of improvement in your home. It is very, very essential. Very essential to the growth and progress of your home.
You can go to God to seek for grace.
He's the only one that can actually give the grace.
That's it. Because it's not something you can do on your own. So it's not something you can do on your own. So you
imagine if there are two strong-willed people who because there are different kind of characters that come together in marriage. People who, like you now, you could, I don't want to describe our different characters, but you could be the humble one. In truth, you are.
It's all right. They are listening. They know. Just continue.
One person may, like, there are some marriages where two people are strong-willed. Like, this is what I want. So when you are married, you have to put down those kind of things. You have to put down.
No, you drop them in your father's house before.
Ego, everything. You have to, and know that at this point you are seeking for the common good of your marriage, of your home. That's basically it. So, I think that's for now about this. So if there's any other thing subsequently in future that we know about this, or that we will, not like we know, that we think we should share about this, we'll definitely do another part. So that's it. Thank you so much for coming to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any question about this, please don't forget to
ask her.
Don't forget to
ask her.
And ask us rather.
Ask her.
Don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. I'd like to learn from you. And send me messages via mail, via my DM, anywhere. My contacts are below. Thank you very much. Don't forget to share and subscribe. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for doing this.